Good morning, everybody. How are you this wonderful Tuesday morning? I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. We have a short week this week because Easter's coming up, and I don't know about you, but I am busy preparing for that one day off because I'm going to have the day off, and I hope you're going to have the day off too. Enjoy some wonderful time off with your loved ones over this Easter break. But we're not there yet, because what we're here to talk about this morning is we are going to have another business growth insights training where we're going to come and talk about some information that you can take away and implement into your business to have incredible growth and incredible success. So if you are joining me today, say good day in the comments. Would love to see you and see who's watching. If you're watching the replay, feel free to pop hashtag replay in the comments and I'll come back and say hi, because I love to feel like we're all in the room together rather than me just looking at my computer. This little camera on my computer. Before I get into today's topic, and it's a real cool one, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Ali Sugars, and I am the principal and the founder of the Heart and Soul Business Academy, where we love to help people of maybe a more mature age, some people who might be a bit scared of tech, to build, grow, and scale your businesses, to have that confidence and success that sometimes we lack. But we help you in the academy to gain that confidence, to have that success. So it's really fun. Good morning, Palm May. How are you, my darling? Love to have you joining us. So as I said, guys, if you are watching this morning, say good day in the comments. Okay, so what are we going to talk about this morning? Without any further ado, we are going to talk about your $1 million business vision. All right, and we're going to talk around a topic that sometimes in business, right, if you have a very business head like me, the idea of manifesting things seems a bit woo-woo. Now, I'm very grateful in the fact that, yes, I'm very spiritual, and yes, I'm very logical as well. I've got, for me, the best of both, right? But let me tell you, okay, why are we talking about manifestation in regards to business success, right, and confidence and cash flow? Manifestation, guys, I have learned over the years since I've been studying it, it's not just fluff. It's not just woo-woo stuff, okay? It is what some people might consider to be woo-woo. However, I've got to tell you, it's just not. What it is, what manifestation is that it is a real practical way to have success in your business, all right? And I'm going to explain why it is practical as we go along today. And we're going to use it with a little bit of humor, right? Because that's another thing I believe in business very firmly, is that we don't have to be serious in business all the time. We can have a lot of fun. So we're going to do that this morning as well. All right, so let's have a look at how you can manifest your $1 million business vision. And before I move on, I'm going to say, if that $1 million phrase stresses you out or overwhelms you, just think about the vision that you want to create for your business. If you don't like, not everyone wants to be a millionaire, and I respect that. So think about what is your success vision for your business. Okay. All right, let's get going. Now, I want to talk about this man here. I came across his story. I didn't know this, and it's probably been out for years, but I came across his story probably a couple of months ago now. And the beautiful Jim Carrey, if you don't know him, he has been in a number of movies. One of my favorites is Dumb and Dumber. Absolutely love it. The Truman Show and a heap of things. So what Jim Carrey did, this is the ultimate manifestation. In the early 90s, where before he was even a known person, he was a nobody, he actually wrote himself a check for $10 million, right? And on the check, it said acting services rendered. So what that means is he was believing that he was going to get paid $10,000 for his acting services. $10 million, for his acting services. Now, if that was me, I would have probably been a little bit overwhelmed by that. it would have been a lot less the check if I did that. But this is the vision of this incredible man. And he dated it 5 years into the future, guys, right? So he's given it a time frame. So he's got this vision and he knows that it's not going to happen overnight, right? So he's got this time frame. I'm going to have, and it could be sooner, but I'm going to this check is going to come to fruition in 5 years' time or beforehand, okay? Now, this is the part that we're really going to focus on this morning, right? He visualized success constantly, right? Yes, he visualized it, but he did something more. He drove to a place on the top of a hill, right, Mulholland Drive, and he imagined directors wanting to work with him, right? He's looking down over a hill, probably the Hollywood sign, who knows, right? I don't know where this is, but, you know, but he was in, what am I trying to say? He was visualizing it, right? Making it become real. The more you visualize, the more things become real. And what happened was just before the date arrived, he landed the part of my favorite movie of his, Dumb and Dumber, and he was paid $10 million, guys. That is incredible, right? So that check, just before the 5 years came to fruition, that check was actually written out. Wow. Now, something in here, I can guarantee you that he didn't just sit back and wait for that check to happen. He was still going to auditions. He was still probably, you know, spending money that he might not have had to travel, to go to auditions and things like that. But he was visualizing, he was acting on, you know, he was working towards that vision that he had. All right. So this wasn't just wishful thinking, guys. He was acting on that dream. All right. And what you can see, what happened for him, and this is what I want to say is going to happen for all of us as well, right? When you believe something, you truly believe it, you have a clear vision of what you believe you're going to achieve, and you have persistent effort, okay? Those are the three things that he did. All right, so, hey, Roz, how are you, my darling? So what is manifestation? What is it really, guys? Now, as I said, a lot of people hear the word manifestation and goes, oh, that's just woo-woo spiritual crap, okay? Guys, it's not. It's really not. It is mindset plus the energy you put in to what you want to achieve plus action, right? Mindset, energy, and action equals manifestation. It's not magic. It's not woo-woo like a lot of people will maybe think that it is, okay? Our thoughts, guys, shape our decisions, right? And our actions shape our results. So, for example, if you say to yourself, let's look at the negative side of it. If you say to yourself, right, I'm never going to achieve that, guess what? You never will achieve it. While you have that true, that firm, deep down belief in your mind that you're never going to achieve or you're never going to have the success that you want, it's true. You're making that true because your thoughts are shaping the decisions that you do. If you truly have that belief, you won't probably bother to take action, and any action you do take probably won't be aligned with any success. Okay, who's understanding this? I'd love to know in the comments if you're getting this. It took me a little while to get my head around this when I was first studying manifestation. Because our brain, guys, it filters the reality through what we focus on. So what are you focusing on? My challenge, one of my challenges to you this morning is, what are you focusing on? I see a lot of people focusing on all the negative stuff that happens in their lives. And what happens is that, unfortunately, what happens, and I've been there too, you focus on the negative, you manifest more negative. And it gets tough, and life just seems to get tougher and tougher and tougher. But when you flip that switch and you start to focus on the positive that you want in your life, even if you don't have it, focus on the positive. And your brain will flip that switch. right? And you will see good things coming into your life. Only, what was it, about a year and a half ago, I had some really negative stuff going on in my personal life, really negative stuff. And I didn't know how I was going to get through it. But I knew, because I've done it in the past, I had to flip that switch, right? And now things that are happening in my personal life are really great. So anyway, okay. A lot of people also will think that manifestation equals laziness. So you just got to sit back, you just got to come, you're going to envision this dream and you're just going to sit back and make it happen. If that's your belief of manifestation, then yes, that's laziness. It's a bit blunt, but it's true, right? However, if you are taking action, if you are working towards manifesting your dreams and goals, that is all part of manifestation. That's not lazy, right? I have gone through the phase when I said, I'm going to manifest all this money into my bank account. And I sat back and I continued, and I didn't do anything in my business. I fluffed about for years. I would choose to watch Netflix instead of get up and do my social media, right? Or any marketing whatsoever. And nothing happened. That was me being lazy, thinking that that's what manifestation was. It wasn't until I started to take the action and put in the effort towards achieving that goal that anything began to happen. And I see that with my clients too. So what manifestation does is it really does help you focus on making the right decisions for your business, right? So as it says there, enhances your ability to spot and act on opportunities. I've had, and I think everyone's kind of probably had this experience where opportunities have come your way and you've probably jumped at them, even if deep down you knew that they weren't right. But when you're clear and you're focusing on manifesting something in particular, it's almost like your gut says nothing's getting in my way. And if an opportunity comes your way which doesn't quite align with what you want to achieve, then you can spot it. And you can go, you know what? It's good. That's not for me today. All right. So remember this, what manifestation really is. You're not manifesting Ferraris. We don't, like I said, if the $1 million business part overwhelms you, you don't have to think that way. All right. You're manifesting clarity. You're manifesting direction, the direction that your business is going in, and aligned action. Right? So you're not manifesting necessarily a Ferrari. You're not manifesting necessarily $1 million, but you're manifesting, yes, your dream. You're doing it. You're getting clarity. Your direction's becoming a lot clearer, and you understand the actions that you need to take. All right. So I want to go through now 3 steps to help you manifest like a boss. Right? We are bosses, all in our own business. We're our leaders, right? And these steps are going to help you. So first of all, get really specific on exactly what you want. So I want you to just go and find a quiet space after this. Okay, if you don't know, many of you might have come to this. If you've gone, I already know, that's fine, right? But what if you need to find a quiet space? Just give yourself some time to think about it. What exactly do you want to manifest into your life? Do you want to manifest income, a certain lifestyle, more clients? You want to free up your schedule, your time. You want to, manifest better time management or a better schedule, because we can't make more time. There's still only 24 hours in a day, right? Do you want to manifest freedom? Is it a bit of everything, right? Get specific on it, right? And then write it down. This is what Jim Carrey did. He wrote it down on that check, right? Speak it out loud. Say it to yourself in front of the mirror every day. I am going to achieve 100 clients in 2025 into my business, 100 new clients in 2025 into my business, whatever it is. Or I am going to bring $100,000 into my business in 2025. I'm going to have more time to spend with my family in 2025, right? So write it down, speak it out loud, and own it. Own it. Remember a time frame too, all right? That $10 million check was written for 5 years in advance, and be realistic, right? 5 years was a good time. Yes, it's a long time, but it was a good time for $10 million. Pame, I do the writing down as it is working good for me. Fantastic. Yay. Use visual clues daily. I love this. I do this. This for me really helps me. And I'm going to show you something in a minute. So do a vision board, right? All the vision board workshops are, often done at the beginning of the year when we're, looking forward and we're doing our New Year's resolutions and we're setting up our goals and plans for the year. If you haven't done one yet, guys, it's not too late. You can do it anytime you like, but do a vision board, right? Put Post-it notes up of what you're going to achieve all around you, right? Affirmations, right? And the other thing that you can do is, yes, if you want to do it just like Jim Carrey did, print out a check. All you need to do is go online and find blank check or blank A4 check, printable or something like that. You'll find it. You'll be able to print it out. You can probably create one in Canva if you can't. And write your details on it. What do you want to serve? What do you want to achieve, right? What are you looking for? How is it an amount of money that you're looking to achieve and when? Okay, so date it to when you want to achieve that by. Now, I want to show you, this is an example. I very rarely show you this, but I'm going to show it today. And I don't know, just bear with me. I'm just going to take off my background because I want to show you, right? So you can see here, this is visualization, right? So, sorry, it's a bit awkward. But you see all these things here? These aren't just pretty cards. These are affirmations that help me every single day, right? I'm strong, I'm worthy, I'm enough. I have the power to change my thoughts. I have the power to create change. When I set my mind to do something, I am unstoppable. These are all things that I look at these every day and I just go, yes. And they just make me, well, feel happy, but they encourage me to keep going. Now on this side, just forgive my messy office, right? You can see here, I have got vision boards, right? Vision boards for 2025, personal business, and then here I've got a heap more affirmations, right? I'm strong, I'm successful, I'm enough, all of that. But guys, I've got this stuff all around my office because I know that this helps me every single day, these visions. And sorry, I'm just trying to do 20 things at once here, right? Affirmations, that vision board, that is the first thing I see every morning when I walk into my office is my vision board, right? So if you haven't done it yet, do it. Notice too that vision board is framed. That means that I'm giving it more importance than just a blue tacked vision board up there or like a pin board where I'm just pinning random things on there. I took time to do that. Anyway, that's a whole other training. All right. Okay, so let's go to number 3, which is feel it first, then act from that place. Now, what this means is don't wait until what you want to achieve arrives. Don't wait till it comes to feel confident, to feel abundant, feel successful. What we need to do is we need to embody and embrace that energy right now, because your actions are definitely going to flow from there. So what we need to do, the bottom line is that we need to show up as the leader, as that person that we're envisioning that we want to be, right? So look at Jim Carrey. Like I said, I can guarantee you he didn't just sit on his ass. He showed up to auditions as an actor worth $10 million. That's what he did because he could see that in his brain, right? So he was embodying that millionaire energy. And he was showing up confidently, abundantly, successfully. I am a success, right? And I'm going to tell you, when I And it really wasn't, honestly, until I started the Heart and Soul Business Academy that I really embraced this, and I started showing up as the leader in my business for my clients that I knew that I wanted to be. Am I there yet? I think that I get better every single day, but I'm not where I want to be yet. No, I'm not. I'm getting there, and I'm getting there fast, right? Because showing up, and this means, like, some people say, oh, you can work from home in your slippers. Yes, you can, but when you're public, show up as that leader that you want to be, right? Plan your day, get up, go to work in your business as if you are going to work for someone else, because it's actually more important in business that you do that, right? You're not working for someone else, you're working for yourself. So you have to lead yourself. So show up like that success that you are manifesting to bring in. Okay. So all this to say, guys, action, right? Don't just sit there and do nothing. We're going to have some real talk now about what manifestation is not, what it isn't, all right? It's not toxic positivity or ignoring problems. Now, what is toxic positivity? Now, I got this from AI this morning because I couldn't find the words how to say it. Toxic positivity is the pressure to maintain a consistently positive attitude, even when facing difficult situations. And it can involve dismissing or invalidating negative emotions, because we all have positive and negative, right? It's the belief that sadness, anger, or other negative feelings are inherently wrong and should be avoided or suppressed. That's toxic positivity. So what that's saying, if you're someone who feels like crap but you're acting happy all the time, that's false positivity, right? And I did this. I've done this for years in relationships, in business, right? Showed up and putting a smile on my face when behind the scenes everything was falling apart. Now, you don't want to obviously show your clients all the time that stuff is falling apart, but I think the importance here is being real with yourself. If you feel like crap because something's not going right in your business, because there's an issue, there's a problem, don't ignore it, deal with it, right? How can you solve that problem? So when the issues crop up, right, they're not going to go away. We have to deal with them, right? When you deal with them, then they'll go away. And who knows what you might learn from them that will help you to manifest in more positivity. Once you've dealt with the problems and they're done, then you can go back to what am I trying to say? Most of the time, you will feel good that you've dealt with that problem and that you've overcome whatever the issue was, and that you've learned something from it, and then it'll bring you back to that positivity. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm wording it quite right, but I hope you get that. Tell me if you do in the comments. Here we go. Don't bypass effort. This is the huge one, and I've been saying this all morning long, right? Action and effort equals results. Okay? I'm going to add one more. Visualization, action, and effort equal results. So don't just sit there and wait for things to happen around you, because the reality is, if you're not putting in the effort, they're not going to happen. How do I know? Because I've done it for years. Right? Acknowledge your effort. And if that's right, Pame, acknowledge the effort that you put in. Be damn proud. I can tell you right now, those people in my Heart and Soul Business Academy, I can tell the ones who have truly grasped the idea of manifestation. And because they're the ones that are doing this, right? They've got a vision, they've got a goal, they're working, and they are working hard towards it. They're following our strategies and they're making it work for themselves. They're manifesting it into their lives, right? Yes, we still need systems and offers. We still need to market ourselves, right? This is what supports what you want to do energetically, right? And when you're manifesting from the right place, like I've said, right, these a lot of people get overwhelmed with the systems and with the tech and the marketing and all that type of stuff. But when you're manifesting from the right place, these things won't actually seem as overwhelming or as difficult as you think. They just won't. You will find your brain just switches on and gets shit done. I love it when when I'm manifesting something new and my brain just goes, oh my God, like, you wake up in the middle of the night with a genius idea, or you're in the shower. It's always in the most inopportune times, or in your shower and something drops into your head. You go, oh my God, that's brilliant. And as soon as you can, you write it down, right? Even if you're having difficult setting something up, your brain's going to go, hang on, well, why don't you try this? I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me. Like, we've been having problems setting something up, or just something's been niggling me and it's not quite right. Honestly, it's in the middle of the night or in the shower or when I'm doing something that I can't write, so I'm probably cooking dinner. It's like, oh, why don't you try this? Boom. And as soon as I can, I will write it down, partly for the fact that I'm losing my memory. So make sure that you are aware when you're manifesting, this is what it's not, right? Okay. So here we're going to do a little quick vision exercise, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching the replay. I want you now to close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. Okay. And just imagine, think about 6 months from now. Think about who your dream client is that you want to work with. Think about, envision your bank account and how much money you would like to be in that bank account. And what about your day? Think of how you would like your days to go, to be structured. All right, so I'm going to say that again. Think about it. Who is your dream client? How much money would you like to see in the bank in 6 months' time? And how would you like your days to be structured? I just want you to sit with that for a couple of minutes, or maybe 30 seconds. And while you're sitting with that, I want you to ask yourself, put yourself in the space of that person in 6 months' time. What does that version of you believe? How are they showing up? And what are they doing differently to what you're doing now? I'll say that again. What does that person believe? How are they showing up into their business? This is you in 6 months' time. And what are they doing differently to what you're doing now? This is a very easy little vision exercise that you can do whenever you want. Grab a bit of quiet time and go and sit down. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is, after this live, is write down what you just envisioned, what you came up with. It's very exciting. Now, guys, if you're thinking, yeah, I really want to create that vision, it's going to happen in 6 months' time, and you just going, well, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need help. Guess what? I'm here to help you. If you would like more information about the Heart and Soul Business Academy and how you can join so many people who we have helped to be success in business, we have helped them build confidence, we have helped them bring money into the bank, we have helped triple their income in 90 days. If you want that to be you, comment Academy, guys. We'll be in touch. We will set up a time for a free 30-minute business booster call with me, where I will go through with you what your vision is. And we might even come up with some ideas on how you can achieve that. And yes, I will absolutely tell you more about the Heart and Soul Business Academy. So comment Academy in the comments and we will get in touch with you guys. So thank you so much, beautiful people, for joining me today. I hope now you're a little bit clearer on, what manifestation is and what it isn't, and how you can bring those clients, those dream clients, that unshakable confidence and a fantastic amount of cash flow, whether it's $1 million or whether it's whatever you want it to be, into your life. Now you know how to do it. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. I will be back on Thursday morning for another Business Growth Insights training. I will see you then, and I will see you in the Business Booster call. Bye, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.